This is Chris the Nightmare Jarrell, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? Alright, so I just heard a very interesting interview on True School Sports. Shout out to his channel. I'll leave his link in the description box along with the video that I seen of Jarrell Miller. And you can check it out and hear all this from Jarrell Miller himself. But listen to that interview, man. Miller, well, he has a few interviews up with Miller. One, he's talking about his weight. He's talking about, he does a lot of weightlifting. And he's up to around I think he said 305 or right above 300. And what he wants to do is, now that he's done his weightlifting and he has that all out the way with the leg presses and the bench press, just everything he does with the weights. Now it's about getting the fat off, doing a lot of, sparring and getting in the gym and hitting the bag and doing boxing workouts and road work and everything like that to, get the weight off. And he is going to be helping out Shannon Briggs that he's prepares for his regular WBA title shot against Lucas Brown. But so that's what he had to say about his weight. And then so he says he wants to get down to about 270. That's what he said. He wants to get down to about 270. But really what caught my attention with both of these interviews was he was talking about that, we know that Jarrell Miller is rated in the top 15 of all the sanctioning bodies. And he said that he got contact from the WBO and they told him that if David Haye doesn't want the fight, and Miller said this in the interview. I haven't heard David Haye say this. Maybe I've been out the loop for, and I just missed his article. But Jarrell Miller said that he has heard David Haye said he probably doesn't want the Parker versus Ruiz fight. I didn't hear it, but this is what Miller said, okay? But Miller said the WBO told him, they reached out to him and told him if Haye doesn't want to fight the Parker versus Ruiz Jr. fight, that he will be the mandatory for that. So either way, though, man, whoever wins that fight between Parker and Ruiz Jr., whether they fight David Haye or Jarrell Miller, I think it's going to be very entertaining fights. So I guess we're going to see what happens. If it's not David Haye, then I'm good with Miller. I believe Miller said he was rated number 4 by the WBO. I didn't look at the rankings before I did this, but I know he's rated fairly high in all the sanctioned bodies except the WBC. I think the WBC has him at the bottom half of the top 15. I think he's like 14 or 15. I can't remember. But I know the other sanctioned bodies, he's rated pretty high. I think he's in the top 10 of the other, the IBF, WBO, and WBA. I believe he is. But, yeah, man, what do you guys think about that, man? What do you think about Jarrell Miller being in camp with Shannon Briggs helping him out? What do you think about him possibly fighting Parker Ruiz winner if David Haye doesn't want the fight? But he says the WBO is the sanctioning body that he's going to, try to. He says that whichever sanctioning body has him rated the highest, that's where he wants to be at, and he wants to fight the fights in their top 15. So I definitely understand that. You know what I mean? Another thing about the Heavyweight Factory, I love what they got going on down there. That is a legendary gym. I've just now really started to know about the gym, probably this past year and a half. Now that that I know that it's the Heavyweight Factory, now that I notice, man, I've seen that gym around for years now. I just didn't know it was the Heavyweight Factory. You know what I mean? Down in Florida, I didn't know exactly which gym it was. You know what I mean? But now that I noticed, I seen Klitschko down there, Joseph Parker, Israel Ganu when Klitschko had his camp down there, Shannon Briggs, obviously. When you go to the gym, you might see Riddick Bowe, you might see Vander Holyfield, Michael Moore. I mean, you're talking about a who's list of past champions, guys who are in the mix right now. Trevor Bryant frequents the gym, and I'm pretty sure there's a plethora of other heavyweights I'm forgetting right now. But if you're an American heavyweight, man, and you're looking for some good work and you can travel and you're mobile and you're serious about your career, you need to go down to the Heavyweight Factory. I understand that you got places like the Wild Card and the Mayweather Gym and Gleason's, and you have great gyms all over the country, man. You got gyms out in Philly, Joe Hands. I mean, you have a lot of good gyms, you know what I mean? But the Heavyweight Factory, man, specifically for heavyweights, that gym is popping right now. You know what I mean? That gym is popping right now, man. So if you're a young heavyweight out there and you're looking for somewhere to get some good sparring, And whether you got your own trainers or not, man, when you got guys like Michael Moore, Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, who just frequent the gym, a lot of knowledge, man. Championship knowledge, too. Championship knowledge. Your trainers probably watch them coming up. You know what I mean? If you got a young trainer. But, yeah, man, just wanted to get this video out there, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.